Hi there. Recently, we ran the world's largest coffee tasting. It was a fun event we ran where you could buy a kit with 5 different coffees in. We shipped them all over the world, and you tasted them alongside me, blind, and then we told you what they were. And they were really pretty different coffees, everything from washed Arabica coffees through to a little Robusta in the last one there as well. We shipped 17,500 kits around the world, and when I streamed it live, over 10,000 people took part at the same time. And in doing all of this, I learned a few things. And so today, I just want to share 3 little lessons that I learned tasting coffee with more than 10,000 people. Number 1, natural process coffees are incredibly, dangerously divisive. They are polarizing in a way that modern day politics is polarizing. It's not good. If you're not familiar by what I mean when I say natural process coffees or dry process coffees, essentially after harvesting, quite often the seeds inside the coffee fruit are squeezed out and they're processed a little bit more in, say, a washed process. With a natural process coffee, the whole cherry is just dried down until it's pretty much completely dry and then hulled and processed from that point onwards. It can have a big impact on flavor and quite often has a kind of tropical through to slightly kind of fermenty fruit flavors in it. So know that as much as you might love a natural process coffee, someone else could absolutely, completely despise it. And this is useful information if you're trying to give someone their kind of first specialty coffee experience. Now, for a lot of us, naturals were eye-opening kind of aha moments where this coffee tasted like blueberries or fruit or strawberries, and it was just out of this world. But to many people, that fermented fruit quality that they have is just a straight no. So be careful when you're gambling. And if you're a coffee shop and you do like a batch brew, maybe don't ever brew natural processes on your batch brew, because probably 40% of people who try it may well just hate that kind of coffee. The other 60% might love it more than anything else you've brewed, but just know the risks involved. Number 2, and this one was a little bit surprising, but on both of the tastings that I ran, the most accepted coffee, the most universally enjoyed coffee, the most palatable coffee to the most people was the washed Ethiopian coffee. It was light-bodied, it was aromatic, it was floral. It didn't taste the way that people expected coffee to taste, but it was very easy to enjoy. And that might be that it has an intensity of character, but they're not overwhelmingly acidic like some Kenyan coffees can be, and it wasn't overly heavy or sharp or any of those things. It was just friendly and interesting. And so if you're looking for a coffee to give someone their first kind of specialty coffee experience, their first special coffee experience with, then the data says go with a beautiful washed Ethiopian coffee. Number 3, comparison is everything. I knew this going into the tasting, but that really, really drove it home. Comparative tasting is just a game-changing experience for someone trying to understand coffee. And what we learned this time is that it really doesn't matter what the comparison is. If you're trying to get someone to understand why you like this weird coffee, then brew anything alongside it. With that point of reference, it's so much easier to talk about having less bitterness or more sweetness or more complexity or more aroma if you have something to compare it to, more than something I'm trying to remember. What did the last coffee I drank taste like? Like, that's a difficult point of comparison. Get a jar of instant. Just have it around for the sole purpose of making a cup of this kind of coffee to compare something much, much more enjoyable to. Because even if someone likes instant, they'll understand what it is you like about fresh brewed specialty coffee. So it isn't about finding multiple coffees or making your life difficult, but just having a point of comparison is a huge, huge deal. If you took part in this event, I want to say thank you again for coming and joining us. We raised in total over $35,000 for World Coffee Research, and that money will be well spent, and maybe we'll try and follow that all the way through and see where your money goes and what impact it has. And one other thing, a few of you have been asking about this picture. We had it as a piece of art that's been on the walls in a few videos now. I don't know about you, but the last few months have made me want to go and hide somewhere and just make delicious coffee and hang out and just be chill. And we commissioned some art along those lines. So here is a little coffee bunker that maybe all of us dream of some days. It's available as a print, and we did a limited run of sweatshirts, hoodies, and t-shirts. Once they're gone, they are gone. They're available for sale now. And I hope you enjoy them. But I'll wrap it up here. And I'd love to hear from you. What did you learn from the world's largest coffee tasting? Watching, taking part? Was there an aha moment for you? What was it? I would love to hear from you. But for now, I'll say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.